What up, YouTube family? It's your boy Savage Writer, and I'm back, y'all, with another video as always. I'm giving y'all peace and I'm giving y'all gifts. I hope y'all doing well out there. Y'all staying strong, y'all staying positive, y'all staying uplifted. All praise and glory goes to the Most High. You know how it go. So today's video is gonna be something different. Emotional, I want to say. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty emotional. I'm gonna try not to cry on camera, but hopefully that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? But when you've been through a lot of emotional distress, it can be difficult for you to accept your blessings. What do I mean, right? I'm gonna break it down, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I actually was touching base on this in my last video, I want to say. Yeah, my last video. I shed a little bit of light on this, in regards to a lot of my recent accomplishments. And I was talking to a friend about this too. And I was telling him, I said, you know what I mean? I'm going through imposter syndrome. And if y'all don't know what imposter syndrome is, that's basically a thing where, like, when it comes to certain feats, when it comes to, like, success, it's like you get this inner feeling that you don't deserve it. Now, I don't want to say that, but you feel like somebody else should be doing it. You don't really feel the effects of your success like everybody says you should. And of course, I have a lot of people telling me, oh man, you out here doing your thing. You very successful. You know what I mean? You Nork's finest. You putting on. I understand that. I'm not saying that I'm not successful. But what a lot of people don't understand is that I have a lot of trauma, man. I have a lot of pain. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a victim by any means. And that's what some people may think, but no. When you go through a lot of fucked up shit, you know what I'm saying? When you spent years and years and years and years burying in your emotions, you become numb. And it's hard for you to feel anything. You understand? Somebody just say, oh, well, why don't you just get over it? The thing is that that's what I'm fucking doing. But I'm here to tell you that that's not easy. You understand? It's not something that you could just do overnight. Somebody tell you, oh, cheer up, it'll be okay. When you've been fighting depression since you was 10 years old, you can't just cheer up. That's not how it works. And people that don't understand mental illness won't get it. You feel me? Especially when you've been going through this kind of stuff for years and you've been feeling it. And you've done everything you could to shake it off. But it's still there. And you still telling me to get over it, man. Again, that's not how it works. But you know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. And a lot of people may not think that. They think, oh, I got it easy. I got it made. I got lucky. Oh, I was born with this gift. Oh, I was born with talent. I was born with knowledge. Oh, somebody helping me out. Oh, somebody probably ghostwriting my shit. Oh, somebody probably sitting here, or putting a teleprompter in front of me while I speak. Man, people say all kind of shit and make up all kind of shit, and they don't really truly fucking know me. Even in people that have known me, so they say, so they claim, for many years, still don't fucking know me. They know a version of me, but they don't know the true me. And that's another, thing that I've been through in this journey. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that it's me. It's the people around me that can't accept who I've become. They still think I'm that kid I was 5, 10, 15 years ago. Nah, that kid y'all thought I was is fucking dead. He's been reborn. It's like I had to die to be reborn. I died a spiritual death. a ego death, if you will. And I've been reborn. And because of this rebirth, it's come with a lot of growing pains. And people don't understand that. People look at me and think I got it all together. Yes, I have a lot of achievements. I have a lot of skills. I have a lot of knowledge. I've done a lot in my life. And I'm very grateful. I'm not saying that I'm not grateful. I'm not thankful. Because I am. Or I'm not appreciative. Because I am. I'm extremely grateful for what I do. Of course, I don't take this for granted. That's why I go as hard as I do. I take it seriously. Because it was a time in my life I wasn't getting the opportunities that I was getting. Nobody wanted to listen to me, man. Nobody wanted to give me a shot. Nobody wanted to show up for me. It wasn't until I showed up for myself when I started seeing the results. And that came with a lot, you understand? I lost family members. Whether they passed away or they became distant. So-called friends started distancing themselves from me. You feel me? You know what I mean? Days I wake up, bank account in the red. Dealing with bullshit at these jobs I've been working. And don't get me wrong, I'm not rich financially. I'm not living in Hollywood. I ain't sitting on the motherfucking hills. I work a regular job just like all y'all do, man. I'm trying to get ahead just like the next man or the next woman is. I don't claim that I'm better or I'm above certain shit. Because at the end of the day, I tie my shoes just like you. I put my sneakers on just like you. I put the cover over my bed just like you do. I have the same 24 hours in a day that you do. But the difference between me and you is this. I made a choice. I understood something. That I was worth more than what people and places and situations have taught me. And it's like, physically, I'm making the moves. Spiritually, I'm making the moves. But it's like, mentally, I'm stuck in this loop. Mentally, I'm stuck in my own head sometimes. And I'm working on breaking that curse. This is one of the many curses I was plagued with. Feeling like I wasn't enough. Feeling like what I'm doing wasn't significant. Feeling like I have something to always prove to someone else. Those are the curses I had put on to me. And I had no control over that. Because the people around me, like my mom, my siblings, my aunts and my uncles, even my classmates. Yeah, ain't nobody safe. I'm calling everybody out. Nobody's safe from this shit. Contributed to these curses. These mental and spiritual curses I had placed onto me. Because those was their fucking curses. And those curses transferred onus to me. And I feel like the difference between me and those people is that I've recognized what's been put on to me. And I'm doing what I can to break those curses. And that's not easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 603 Joey. Me and him, we had a good talk earlier today. He told me, he said, yo, stop being a victim, my nigga. And I told him, I said, I understand where you coming from. I feel that 100%. But you got to see it from my perspective, too. You feel me? When you've been taught, taught. My bad. I'm mixing my words up, man. I'm tired. I'm fighting a cold right now, you know what I mean? Got a little case of the sniffles. I'm doing good, though. Drinking my tea, eating my soup, drinking the right fluids, trying to get as much rest as I can, right? I was telling them, like, when you've been through so much shit, you know what I mean? Your own fucking family telling you you ain't good enough, you ain't shit, you retarded, you this and you that. You get shit from home, Then you gotta go to school and deal with the same shit, and you never get a fucking break. And that kind of pain, that kind of suffering, that kind of torment, being bullied, being called all kind of names, being made fun of, being blamed for circumstances I had no control over, constantly, all day, every day. Getting this shit beat into your fucking head. Just a bunch of negativity, day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, and you don't get a fucking break. You know what that does to your mind? Eventually, what that does, it numbs you, man. It damages you. You become so fucking emotionally damaged that you reach a point where you stop caring. You disassociate yourself, man. Like dissociative identity disorder and stuff like that. That's how a lot of these disorders create psychopaths and stuff. Like a lot of these people, y'all think are mentally ill or something wrong with them, they need to be jailed. A lot of them have a lot of unresolved trauma from their childhood throughout their whole life that they never got to address because somebody didn't want to listen to them and say, hey, yo, what's going on with you? What can I do to help? And eventually, I said this before, I think, in a video, the abusee becomes the abuser. Take, for example, you got a kid, right, that watches mom get beat up by all these different dudes. And he's going to grow up thinking that that's how you treat women. And he's going to grow up beating on his wife, beating on his kids, the same way that these dudes beat on his mother. Because he thought that was okay. No one was there to teach him and pull him to the side like, yo, little nigga, you ain't supposed to be hitting on the females like that. Talk to him. You got a problem with a woman? Talk to her. Don't just smack the bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying that. You know what I mean? It's figurative language. I apologize if anybody was offended by what I just said. I don't want to say smack the bitch, but don't smack that woman. Don't punch that woman. You feel me? Like, no one was there to show that boy how to actually deal with conflict. He think violence is the only solution. You know what I mean? And luckily for me, I was fortunate enough to have people that showed me the correct way. I didn't get entirely where I'm at on my own. I did have help along the way. Whether somebody gave me a ride to somewhere, somebody gave me some extra money when I didn't have it, or they gave me some advice, or they laid me some game. I was doing something the wrong way, and they like, all right, little homie, this how you do it. Instead of sitting there saying, you can't do it right. I'm about to beat your ass. Or something like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. This is what I've been going through for the past couple days. Not even past couple days, couple years, man. But really, for the past couple days, I've been feeling a lot of heavy energy. And I know this energy ain't just my energy. I've been feeling someone else's energy as well that I'm still spiritually and emotionally connected to. And I did everything I could to sever that tie. But honestly, I don't want that tie severed because I still love that person. And I want to make things right. And I know a reconciliation is on the way. But that's not what that's not what this video is about. I'm saying that, right? When you've been through a lot of emotional trauma, because I have, and it all started when I lost my father at a very young age. That really fucked things up for me. That really flipped the equilibrium of my spirituality on its head. Though later on in life, me not having my father was actually a blessing in disguise, because he's come back through me. and through the opportunities and through the people I've been meeting. You know what I'm saying? My father has been resurrected through me. He's living through me. And I know he's still here, you know, and he is proud. But still, and this is coming from a young man, color ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna make this a race thing. Oh, a black man needs his father, and that's true. I feel like every black child needs a father in the home. And that's important. Any child, really. Because men are purveyors of structure. You understand? The man is the head. The women and the children are the tails. You need the head for guidance. And growing up, I ain't had that. You understand? Now, I'm not gonna make this a thing about sex, but for a woman to raise a young man to become a boy all by herself, and it's like that woman has to play both roles of the mother and the father. That's difficult, if not nearly impossible. But again, you know, I do appreciate what my mom has done for me, and my other siblings as well. Though my mom was not perfect by any means, she was not, but she did what she could, and I understand that now. But at the same time, I see the other perspective. I wish my mom would have done more. And what do I mean? I wish my mom would have actually, you know, took time to sit down and listen to me. I tell her, like, I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling that way. Okay, son, what can I do to help? Instead of saying, motherfucker, you ain't going through nothing, suck it up. You keep crying, I'ma beat your ass or some shit, you know what I mean? I didn't like it when my people did that. I tried to express my emotions. Everybody asking me what's my problem. I tell motherfuckers the problem. They don't give a fuck. They flip the shit on me. And that is one of the things that contributed to my emotional distress. That is one of the many curses I had put on me. I'm like, man, my people don't give a fuck about what I feel. So why should I give a fuck about what I feel? And for the longest time, I was disconnected from my emotional self. Truly, which was actually my spiritual self in the essence. But more so my emotional self as well. Because of my family. And also my so-called friends. Well, who really weren't my friends. They were just my peers. At that time. But, you know what I mean? I went through that. Not having a father there. Growing up in an environment that was fucked up. Now, I mean, I wasn't sleeping on the street. I never had to worry about being homeless. I'm grateful for that. But at the same time, you know, moving from project to project, that wasn't easy either. You come home every day, you know what I mean? Something always leaking. You know, it's rats and it's roaches everywhere. You can't even leave nothing on the fucking counter for 5 minutes. Because the fucking roaches or the damn ants or the damn flies getting in it. You know what I mean? Shit in the house don't work. The fucking super and the damn landlord gotta always come in and out the goddamn house. Fixing shit. And it's like when one thing is fixed, another thing is broken. You know what I mean? Pissy hallways. You know, drugs and alcohol everywhere. You feel me? Having to stay away from the windows because people be shooting at night. And in some cases, some of the damn electrical sockets didn't even work in the fucking house. So I'ma plug the damn television up. Right? And then my mom, you know, she would work long hours at a shop. Cause she was a hairstylist. And having to constantly wait on my fucking siblings to pick me up. And I honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I didn't like my siblings when I was younger. They treated me like shit. They was very mean to me. I mean, it's not like that anymore, but when I was younger, I hated my siblings because they were fucking assholes. You know, all due respect, I love my siblings with my heart. You know what I mean? I do anything for them, you know what I'm saying? I won't let nothing happen in my family, but My family were fucking assholes when I was younger. And in some cases, they still fucking are. I'm gonna keep it real. I love my family. Again, I'll do anything for them, man. I stand up for them. I fight for them to the end. But the motherfuckers was belligerent and shit. And they knew that. And they knew I knew that. And I always used to be the one getting in trouble because I fucking reacted. I got tired of getting kicked around. You know what I mean? I started standing up for myself. And I always was the one who got reprimanded. And my mom, she never let me have any fucking freedom. Because of what happened to my father, and on top of that, I feel like my people, they seen something in me from a very young age. And they didn't want me tapping into that. Because if they was afraid if I tapped into that, I'd leave them behind. I wouldn't need them anymore. And it's like a lot of people around me, not just my family, wanted me to depend on them. Because they seen something in me at that time I couldn't see in myself. And so long as I depended on them, I couldn't tap into what was truly inside of me. And I wouldn't be able to take back my power, learn how to be God again. But it's like all that shit I've been put through only made me stronger, only made me tap in even more. A catch-22. It had the adverse effect, opposite effect. You know what I mean? And I didn't have a lot of freedom when I was younger. You know what I mean? My mom wouldn't let me walk to the store by myself. I couldn't walk to school by myself. Like, all the kids got to walk to school by themselves. They got to hang out and stuff. They got to have all kind of fun shit. You know what I mean? I ain't get a fucking smartphone until I was 14 years old. You understand? And I'm in the fucking 7th, 8th grade. Niggas got iPhones and shit. I ain't got nothing. I felt some kind of way about that. I'm like, if the kids in school get a phone, why the fuck can't I? And my older siblings got a fucking phone, why can't I? It was always me. Everybody always try to treat me fucking different from everybody else. And then that's another reason why, you know, I was so emotionally distraught. I felt like I was treated unfairly when I shouldn't have been. I was just like everyone else. I was normal like everybody else. Everybody tried to make me out to be this demented ass kid that need help. You know what I mean? I was taught to believe I was sick when I wasn't. Eminem said that in Cleaning Out My Closet. I said, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. I said, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. That's one of my favorite songs by Eminem. Nah, for real. I felt that, you know what I mean? Now, my mom, she did do for me. I'm not saying my people didn't do for me or they neglected me or anything. My needs were taken care of, but emotionally, yes, I was neglected. I feel like, you know what I mean? I was getting bullied by kids in school. I was dealing with suicidal thoughts and shit. You know, even to this day, people still really don't understand how I truly feel and what I'm trying to accomplish. I feel like now they want to understand, but it's like every time that they try to understand, it just ends in a conflict. And I'm at the point of my life, I'm done over-explaining and overextending myself to people. I'm in solitude, you know. Elevation requires separation. And the only way I was going to be able to truly evolve and surpass my limits as a spiritual being having a human experience was if I had to separate myself, even from the people I love, man. And, you know, my people are toxic. I'm going to keep it real. They toxic as fuck. It's certain family members don't even talk to me. But they got me on every fucking social media platform. They know where I live. They know what I do. They know what I say. They watch my every move. Ain't nobody reaching out. And that's for many reasons. I get what it is. I see. They feel like, oh, he don't need us anymore. He don't need to depend on us. He don't want nothing. They feel like I don't want nothing to do with them, which is really not true. You know what I mean? I distance myself because I don't have time for the bullshit. I see what's really going on. I always did. Even when I was a little kid, I knew something wasn't right with the world. That's why I used to always be angry as a kid. I wasn't really the happiest kid around. I was always angry. And see, that's why I got, you see this right here? You know what I mean? That's why I got these lines on my forehead. Because I used to always be frowning. I used to always be angry. And it got to the point, I used to be angry so much, my face got stuck like that. Now it's for a reason. Because I seen the bullshit. I just didn't understand. I just didn't know exactly what. But I knew something wasn't right. And I kept trying to explain to people how I felt. That I wanted to be heard. I expressed it through my writing. But motherfuckers wrote me off as being crazy, being psychotic. I'm like, all right, if that's what y'all think about me, that's how I'm a fucking act. And that's what I did. I act like a fucking psychopath. You know what I mean? They had me on IEP. They gave me a personal aid. Man, they fucking embarrassed me in middle school, man. They treated me like I was a fucking retard. Really, I wasn't. I was fine. I was just around the wrong fucking people, man. I was around people that didn't really give a fuck about my emotions. Let's be honest. I don't think my mom really truly cared about how I felt. Even though she acted like she did. And I love my mom to death. But my mom would say and do shit to me I didn't like. Same thing with my siblings and other people in my family. And other peers that I know. They treated me and said things to me I didn't like. And I ain't never forget how motherfuckers did me. And sometimes it's hard to forget. Because the shit, it still goes on. Sometimes my mom still try to treat me how she did when I was 15. That's why I just distance myself from my mom. I love my mom. But I don't got time for the bullshit anymore. I got my own cross to carry. I'm not carrying no one else's. You got to deal with your own problems. My problems aren't your problems. My burdens ain't your burdens, vice versa. Your problems ain't my problems. Your burdens ain't my burdens. And that's another thing I dealt with, you know? People acted like I had to feel the same way they felt. I had to go through what they had to go through. You know what I mean? And if I wasn't going through that, then whatever I felt was not significant. Oh, you didn't raise kids at 17, or oh, you wasn't put out the house, or your father wasn't beating your mother ass. That's not true. Shit, my father was abusive too. So was my mother. My mother abused my father like my father abused my mother. My mother wasn't the same. But, hey, I mean, look, right? And then on top of that, getting picked on in school, getting bullied every single fucking day. After a while, shit did something to me, man. But I'm just thankful that I was able to overcome that. And now the challenge really is breaking myself, freeing myself from that mental trauma. Because at a young age, I was forced to deal with a lot of responsibility. I was forced to grow up too quick. And it's like now I get to relive another childhood. Not for the worse. It's like I got my childhood back. I feel like, in a way. I'm doing all the things that I ever wanted to do. As a kid, I always wanted to write. I always wanted to act. I always wanted to make music. I always wanted to do all kind of stuff. I was a very creative child, you know what I mean? I just was in an environment where that kind of shit, no one understood it. No one got it. Now people get it. Now people see. Now they get it. But back then, nobody understood. Why is he always writing? Why is he always reading? I did go outside like the other kids. You know, I rode the bikes and stuff. I went to the park, but after all that, it was some days I just wanted to sit in and read all day. I didn't want to go outside. There was some days I just wanted to play video games. Some other days I just wanted to listen to music. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think my people truly understood that. They didn't know how to deal with that. And because they didn't know how to deal with that, it created a lot of conflict. And now that I'm older, that conflict has also turned into envy. I feel like there are some of my family members that envy me, that are jealous of me because of who I've become and all the success I'm attaining without them, without their help. Real talk. I don't need my family. The only reason why I still put up with them is because right now, I gotta have somewhere to stay. I'm working on certain things. I don't got all the resources, man. I'm living in a house with my mom right now. I could admit it. I still stay with my moms and shit. I admit it. But I'm working on getting out of that. Once I'm finished school and everything, I got a steady enough career. I make some decent money. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have my own. I already had a glimpse of being on my own when I lived on campus over a year ago. And that was the best time of my life. But because of everything going on with the pandemic, I didn't go back to living on campus. I could have, but all the stuff going on, all these restrictions and all that, it just wouldn't have felt the same. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just stay home. So that's the easiest thing to do. But it's not easy. You know what I mean? I'm in a very toxic household. You know what I mean? I'm in a very toxic neighborhood. And I'm trying to rise above that. And all the while, still on my spiritual journey. Because I see the bullshit for what it is. I don't resonate with it anymore. It get to the point, like, I get in the house, I don't even speak to nobody. I just distance myself. Because I see what's really going on with my people. There's a lot of energy vampires. They just try to latch on to my energy to suck me dry till I ain't got nothing left. And the first thing, when I wake up in the morning, don't nobody tell me good morning. A motherfucker always want me to do something. I'm like, nah, I just got up out the fucking bed. I'm not walking in no fucking store. You go. I'm not supporting your fucking habit. Buy your own goddamn liquor. Buy your own goddamn cigarettes. That's what's killing you now. Why the fuck you want me to keep getting you the same shit that's killing you in the first place? Wouldn't that make me guilty? But really killing yourself, but still, I got a role in that. The fuck, man? Sometimes how you feel. Why am I doing for these people? They not doing for me. And, my true soul tribe is out there. And it's now at the point, I don't got time for the toxicity. You know what I mean? I get on Facebook, Instagram, and all that. Everybody act like they all buddy in the family, but in all actuality, everybody competing with each other. Oh, who got the best kids? Like, for real, it's even people in my family, certain aunts and certain uncles that shade my mom because of her children, particularly me. Because out of everybody in the family, I'm really the one that's really making all these big ass moves. And I'm not saying that, I'm better than everybody, but nah. Out of all my people, I'm really the only one that's really actually doing what I say I'm doing. And that's making it happen. And you got other people in my family that's doing good. I'm not going to take away from that. But really, I'm truly on the level that nobody else is on. And people even throwing shade at my fucking mom because of that. Even my other siblings, because of me. And I got a problem with that. I don't like that, man. I'm trying to show y'all how it's done so I could get y'all to wake up and I could get y'all to see the light. And that's why I'm single. Same thing with the females, man. Females are even jealous of me. Like, why would I want to be in a relationship with a bitch that hate my guts? I'd rather be by myself. You know what I mean? Like, nobody truly on my level. I'm tired of chasing. And it's funny how when you don't want to be in no relationship, you find being alone, you emotionally unavailable. That's when everybody wants you, man. And they know you unavailable. And they still trying to flock to you. I'm good. You know what I mean? I've been celibate 4 years. I'm good. I don't want your pussy. I don't want your money. I don't care about your pretty face. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm not impressed by that anymore. When of y'all females are gonna realize your pussy and your money and your body don't impress me? And this is coming from a man. That shit don't impress me, dog. Go impress these little boys. You can't impress me with that shit. It won't fucking work. Get on my fucking level. Get some money, goddammit. Do something good for the fucking humanity. Then maybe I'll consider going on a date with you. All the fuck you do is sit around, drink Starbucks, eat Cheetos all fucking day, and watch Hulu and Netflix. And you ain't got no life goals. Stay the fuck around me. Please. Thank you. But yeah, man. I know I've just been jumping from topic to topic. And plus right now, you know, I'm going through a twin flame separation. I'm in a twin flame situation, divine counterpart situation. And that's also been a burden on me as well. And it's like dealing with all this shit, you know, while trying to get yourself together. That shit is fucking hard. Difficult. But hey, I'm up to the challenge. And I know I will prevail. Because I've been through way worse shit than this. This is nothing. I can handle this. Because everything I've been through before I got to this point made me into who I am. And I don't regret that at all. But it's just like, when you've been through so much pain and suffering, and you are put into a place where you don't go through that anymore, it's hard for you to break yourself out of that. And that it takes time for you to break yourself out of the survival mode. And truly live. I honestly don't know what it's like to truly live. I just been trying to get by instead of just living, being. All my life I just been getting by. And it's like now I'm breaking myself free from that. And this message is for anyone. You could do it. It takes time, but you can do it. You have this. It's yours. Whatever you want, whatever you desire, whoever you want to become, you already it. You already have that. Understand. It's all a process. I'm still coming to terms with my success. Because I've never had any of this before. Well, not at least not in this lifetime, I haven't. But I feel like I've done this before. I'm just coming back into it, man. So, yeah, this about to be 40 minutes. Yeah, this is like one of the longest videos I've done in a while. And I feel like I really had to, I had to speak, man. I had to put my heart into it. Because I've been feeling, you know, very emotional over the past couple days. And I've been holding all this in. And I just felt like I had to release it. So I thank y'all for watching this video. Hope y'all got some edification from this message. More content on the way. You know how I do it. Savage Writer is out. He'll see y'all soon. Peace.